They found a porpoise, a giant one, 12 million years old, 11 and a half feet long. But here's what makes this discovery impossible. They found it in a desert, hundreds of miles from any ocean. In one of the driest places on Earth. A massive ocean predator, buried where oceans never reach today. And what it reveals about Earth's hidden history will change how you see the ground beneath your feet. The Ocucaje Desert, Peru, one of the driest regions anywhere on planet Earth, stretches for hundreds of kilometers along Peru's southern coast. Sand, rock, heat, almost no rainfall, almost no life. This is not a place you'd expect to find ocean life. No water, no coastline nearby, nothing but desert extending to the horizon in every direction. But in July 2025, Peruvian paleontologist Mario Urbina was working an excavation site 350 kilometers south of Lima. Remote, isolated, seemingly lifeless. And he found something that shouldn't exist there, something impossible. A complete fossilized skeleton, 3.5 meters long, 11 and a half feet, bones preserved in extraordinary detail, ribs, vertebrae, skull intact. Not a land animal, a porpoise, a marine mammal, an ocean predator that lived, hunted, and died 12 million years ago. In what is today one of the driest deserts on Earth. The fossil's condition was remarkable, not fragmented, not scattered, not crushed by millions of years of geological pressure, complete, intact, preserved so well that individual bones remained in their original anatomical positions. Paleontologist Mario Gamarra explained the significance immediately. Quote, "The relic's excellent condition will allow scientists new avenues for studying this prehistoric marine mammal, how it moved, how it swam, what it ate, how long it lived." When the team unveiled the discovery at Peru's Geological, Mining, and Metallurgical Institute in Lima, scientists recognized it instantly as something extraordinary, not just because of its size or preservation, but because of where it was found. The Ocucaje Desert sits 350 kilometers from the Pacific coast. Inland, elevated, dry, receiving almost no annual rainfall, one of Earth's most inhospitable environments for anything remotely associated with oceans. Finding a porpoise here today would be like finding a dolphin fossilized in the middle of the Sahara. Geographically impossible, biologically nonsensical. Unless the desert wasn't always a desert. Unless 12 million years ago, this entire region was underwater. 12 million years ago, during the Miocene Epoch, Earth looked fundamentally different. Continents occupied different positions. Climates operated under different patterns. Sea levels rose and fell dramatically as ice sheets expanded and contracted at the poles. What is today Peru's Ocucaje Desert was then a shallow tropical sea, warm water, rich marine ecosystems, coastlines extending hundreds of kilometers inland from where the Pacific shoreline sits today. Porpoises hunted there, dolphins navigated those waters, sharks patrolled the depths. Four-legged dwarf whales, evolutionary experiments that would eventually go extinct, swam through coastal shallows. This wasn't a deep open ocean. It was a productive coastal ecosystem, nutrient-rich upwelling zones, abundant prey, perfect conditions for marine mammals to thrive, evolve, and diversify. But over millions of years, everything changed. Tectonic forces lifted the land, sea levels dropped. Ocean waters gradually retreated westward toward the modern Pacific coastline. The shallow seas drained away, marine ecosystems collapsed, animals died where they lived, and were buried by sediment where oceans once covered the land. Today, that ancient seafloor is exposed desert. Dry, landlocked, hundreds of kilometers from any coastline, but beneath the sand the fossils remain, evidence of a world that vanished. The Ocucaje Desert isn't just the site of one remarkable discovery. It's a fossil paradise, a window into an entire vanished ocean ecosystem. Scientists have found four-legged dwarf whales here, transitional species caught between land and sea. Animals with legs still capable of limited terrestrial movement but primarily aquatic. Evolutionary experiments from when whales were still figuring out how to be whales. Dolphins, multiple species, different sizes, different feeding adaptations, some with teeth suited for catching fish, others with skulls suggesting they fed on squid or crustaceans. Sharks, apex predators from 12 million years ago, teeth specialized for different prey, some crushing shells, others slicing flesh. Vertebrae showing sizes ranging from small coastal hunters to massive open-water predators. The Pisco geological formation, the rock layers containing these fossils, preserves not just individual animals but entire ecosystems. Predators, prey, filter feeders, bottom dwellers, a complete food web frozen in stone. And the preservation quality is extraordinary. Bones remain articulated in life positions. Some fossils preserve evidence of stomach contents, final meals identifying what these animals hunted. Occasional soft tissue impressions showing body outlines. Every excavation season reveals new species, new ecological relationships, new evolutionary experiments that succeeded for millions of years before vanishing completely. This particular porpoise, 11.5 feet long, complete skeleton, 12 million years old, tells scientists specific stories about Miocene ocean ecology that scattered bones never could. The skull is intact, teeth preserved in original positions that allows scientists to determine exactly what it ate. Tooth shape indicates it hunted fish. Jaw structure suggests it could bite with significant force, probably chasing down fast-moving prey in open water. The vertebrae show a flexible spine that indicates agile swimming, quick turns, pursuit hunting rather than ambush tactics, an active predator that chased prey through the water column. The rib cage structure suggests large lung capacity. That means extended dive times, ability to hunt at significant depths. Not a surface skimmer, but a deep diver capable of pursuing prey into darker waters. The complete skeleton shows body proportions, streamlined, hydrodynamic, built for speed and endurance. This wasn't a coastal animal hugging shorelines. This was an open water hunter covering large distances. At 11.5 feet, this animal was significantly larger than most modern porpoises. That size difference tells evolutionary stories. Miocene oceans supported larger body sizes, more abundant prey, different ecological pressures. Within the Miocene coastal ecosystem, this porpoise occupied a specific ecological niche. Mid-level predator, hunting fish smaller than itself, avoiding larger predators like prehistoric sharks and early killer whales. This porpoise buried in Peru's desert reveals something profound about Earth's dynamic history. Oceans don't stay in the same place. Coastlines shift, seas flood inland, waters retreat, land rises, land sinks. What is ocean today may be desert tomorrow. What is desert today was ocean yesterday. On geological timescales, the boundaries between land and sea are temporary, fluid, constantly changing. Tectonic forces lift seafloors into mountain ranges. The Himalayas, Earth's highest peaks, contain marine fossils from ancient ocean floors. The Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert, was once a vast inland sea teeming with marine life. Sea levels rise and fall hundreds of feet as ice ages cycle. During glacial maximums, oceans drop, exposing continental shelves. During warm periods, ice melts, seas rise, flooding coastal plains. Peru's Ocucaje Desert experienced this transformation directly. 12 million years ago, shallow, productive ocean. Today, one of Earth's driest deserts. The same ground, completely different environment. The fossils buried there are permanent evidence, proof that the world we see today is temporary, just one frame in a movie billions of years long. 12 million years ago, a porpoise died in shallow coastal waters off what would eventually become Peru. Its body sank. Sediment buried it rapidly. Exceptional preservation conditions protected the skeleton through millions of years of geological change. The ocean drained away, tectonic forces lifted the land, rainfall ceased, the region transformed into desert, but the fossil remained, buried, waiting. In July 2025, paleontologists found it exactly where it died, 350 kilometers from the nearest coastline, in one of Earth's driest places, an ocean predator entombed in desert sand. Today, that fossil sits in Lima's Geological Institute, a reminder that Earth's surface is never permanent, that oceans come and go, that the ground we walk on has stories stretching back millions of years. Somewhere beneath the sand, more fossils wait, more evidence of oceans that vanished, more animals from worlds that no longer exist. The desert keeps its secrets, until someone digs deep enough to find them. If you want more discoveries about Earth's hidden history, where deserts were oceans and mountains were seafloors, hit subscribe. Because the best stories are buried beneath our feet.